The caller has been lied to and manipulated by the adversaries of God. First thing you must do is ask, why do you believe all that nonsense about God? And then ask, who filled your heads with it? This is a false narrative. It's not true. It's not reality. It's all lies and deceit. Here is an easy way to show how dishonest this critique against God is. Why did God create us when evil exists? Take this serious and you will understand the hypocrisy. First of all, can God create stairs that go up but not down? No. This is the first lie in manipulation. People who understand this cannot fall for their argument. When they manipulate you with their word, magic, and emotions, and they make you believe that their position is rational and logic and based on science, because they love science, of course, and hate God, because they say it and they believe in science. What they say must be rational, and believers are rational, right? Where can God create oceans, and human beings, and not drowning? In a fictional world that doesn't exist in reality. It's a false dilemma. It's not real. That is the hypnosis. God who exists in reality cannot deliver on their irrational demand. Therefore it's a false dilemma. They use an imaginary God that can only exist in the imagination as the standard of truth and reality. And when God who exists in reality fails to live up to this imaginary standard, he is evil. That would be like you trying to identify yourself at the airport with a passport, then they throw you off the building to see if you can fly. Since you cannot fly, you are evil. You are lying to them about your identity. Does that sound rational to anyone? Or does it sound like she's a witch? When they manipulate people with this lie, this false reality, only people who swallow this false reality, the real you can fly, those people are the only people that believe. Ketchup is evidence you are lying to them. God has never made the claim he creates stairs that only go up. They have to define this false God first. He creates ocean, human beings, but not drowning. Then we believe in God. Then God is good. No, he is not good. He is imaginary. He is false. They are holding God who exists in reality to a standard God who can only exist in the imagination. This is called a false positive. But if you don't see it, you are doomed. You're going to think they are making sense. This is their false narrative. In the real world, God cannot create one without the other. This is how reality works. There is nothing wrong with God. There is something wrong with their narrative. How to show the hypocrisy. Say I could snap my fingers and end everything, and there would only be nothing and not something. Then God would truly not exist. The accusers gets their desire met. Then I went around and talked to people and asked them what we should do. Even in a country like Norway with 80% atheism, most people would still say, don't do it. It's not that bad. We can manage. They don't use the logic from the false narrative they use to accuse God, and say, will evil exist tomorrow also? Yes, okay, end it all. This is a double standard. When attacking God, it's a deal breaker. When their lives are on the line, it's all fine. Liars. Flush them down the toilet. Here is another way to expose their hypocrisy. Most of these atheists have children, and they definitely are children of their parents. What choice do parents make? Do they not know evil exists in the world? Do they not know earthquakes, famine, wars, bad people exist? Sam Harris says, God is either evil or impotent, since God does not stop natural disasters, but he created them. Didn't Sam Harris know before he became a parent that earthquakes or evil exists in the world, and that his children will die as a result of them being born? Yet, did he turn himself in? Did he go to the police and say, he has committed a crime, he is guilty of murder, because he brought them into the world? No, he didn't, because he is a professional liar, and not a wise man. We can see how they crucify God for the choices they themselves make. When God does it, it's a crime against humanity. When they do it, it's a service to humanity. Fools from one end to the other. The only difference is when God makes the choice is universal for all creation, and if God listens to all these people, when he asks, should we go or not? Imagine the moment before creation. What does the clear majority say to God? Go. What do 80% of the atheists in Norway say to God? Go. What do all the parents say to God? Believers and disbelievers. So, that is how we know they are fools, and not wiser than God. Fools believe in the God of double standards, lies, and self-deceit. The wise rejects this false God. This narrative has to die. It deludes you all. None of it is true or rational. It's complete delusion. This is what you must learn from this problem. The dilemma they present is false. They use an imaginary God cannot exist in reality. He creates stairs that go up but not down. When God who exists in reality is contrasted with this much better God, God who exists in reality can only be evil. This is a mind trick. You are manipulated. And then we see their true feelings about creation. When they bring life into the world, it's all a blessing. When God makes the same choice, should we go or not? God is a murderer. Understand, no wise man will ever be caught in a situation like this. They are not wise men, they are liars.